Morning folks, Dave being Dave here out with Mrs D this morning, and we've started our walk at Knott Lanes. We're going down Knott Lanes onto the canal, through Daisy Nook, along the Hollandwood branch, and hopefully get to Fairfield Locks and then down to Ashton. We picked this walk because we can bail out anywhere if the weather turns against us or anything. And we haven't done it for a while, and thought you might like to come along on this one, so off we go then. There's Mrs D, and we're going down Knott Lanes now. We'll pick the canal up down here. Okay, so we've just come down Keb Lane to the farm and the stables, as you can see, and we'll go down to our left now, making our way down to the canal. There's Mrs D, as you can probably see, and just down here I'll leave the camera rolling for now when we get to the next farm. And down at the bottom, well sorry, before we get to the bottom, it's always a bit too close for us though, it's near the start of the walk. But the next riding school farm gate that you come to just down here, they've opened a cafe now, and something in the road there, I don't know what it is. What's that? I don't know if you'll pick it up. It looks like a pheasant in the road.
Might be a black pheasant if the car comes.
Yeah, it could end up being squash, couldn't it? But by the way, it's chilly but sunny and the skies are pretty clear. So we may be lucky again today on this walk. Yeah, we're coming up to this farm. I'll have a look at the name of this either riding school or farm here, because if you do fancy it or you come back the other way, it's a cafe now at the start of the walk. Like I said, so it's a bit too early for us to go and try a drink there, so I've never been, but I believe it's very good. Yep, this is the one. Knott End.
Croft End.
Sorry? Croft End. And let's have a look what we've got. Crofter's Cafe. Don't know if you can pick that up. Full breakfast, bacon butties, sausage butties, selection of homemade pies and cakes, hot and cold drinks, and it's open 10 till 1:30 Monday, Tuesday till 2:30, Wednesday 10 till 2:30, same Thursday, Friday, Saturday 9 till 2, and Sunday 9 till 1. Sorry, no dogs allowed, that's the only drawback there. But there you go. Crofter's End Farm. And it's stables, I think, as well.
Lots of pheasants.
Plenty of pheasants in fields here.
Yeah.
Okay, so down to the canal we go. Okay, so we're coming to the bridge that's, the canal's running over the top of us there. If you can pick it up, I think you can. And we'll soon be walking alongside of the Fairfield branch of the canal, I think it is really called, but known locally, Barsley Canal. So you can start this walk at the car parks just off Ashton Road, or you can start it at the cafe car park, which we'll be going through shortly. In fact, there's quite a few places really you could join the walk. Let's get over this rough section. I ride this on my bike, believe it or not, quite a lot. Plenty of lovely walks around here. Skip across here. This joins the bridle path at the side of the canal, and we'll walk along the canal now. It's a little steep as you go up here, but nothing too strenuous, just one little grunt in a moment. Squirrel there, I don't know whether the camera caught it or not. That's the beauty of walking, you do, there it is again. You do see a lot more of the wildlife. They're all pretty busy this time of year, aren't they? Okay, little grunt up, it's quite steep this section. Not 100 yards though, maybe 25 yards. And we'll level again onto the canal. And there we go. Right, I just have to get my puffer out. Okay, so we're going along the canal now. And we'll head down and past the car park and the cafe and interest centre. Heading down towards the cafe now. And the guys from sort of community payback have been doing a lot of maintenance on the canal. We've just come past them. I didn't film there, that wouldn't be right to do that. But they're doing a grand job. And if you look down there, we can see that that's a playground, adventure playground for the kids and that, which is very nice, and it goes down to the side of the river, which they'll all love. Okay, carry on a little bit. There's Mrs. D in front as usual. And like I said, we're heading towards the cafe now. Okay, so we're coming up to the main car park and the cafe now. So there'll be lots of people here. So just as we get under the bridge, I'll stop recording for a few minutes till we get past this very busy area. Just quickly, while there's nobody about, the cafe's there. There's an Knott Country Park cafe, and you've also got toilets here. So, and as you can see, it's quite a big car park looking back. But I must warn you, weekends it does get packed, especially through the summer. Okay, so the cafe's usually open from, I think, about 8:30 till, I mean, somebody will put me right, but about 8:30 till 3:30ish. So there's plenty of time. So we're at the entrance to the car park now. Daisy Knott Country Park, hot and cold sandwiches, snacks. And if you can pick the sign up there, welcome to Daisy Knott Country Park. Mrs. D's here. So we make our way across the road and we're on to the Holland Wood branch of the canal, which will take us, well, at one time took us right up to Fairfield Locks, but unfortunately there will be a section of road that we'll have to follow. This is mainly filled in, but as you can see, it's the Holland Wood branch local nature reserve now. A lovely walk. So we'll carry on through the gate and off we go. Well, no one's on the towpath. I'll just give you an idea of what it's like. The canal's at the side of us here, as you can see, drained really and overgrown, but the path is very good for cycling really, or walking. The problem with the cycling is there is a couple of gates that may be awkward for some people to get through. I can usually do it. Of course, my bikes are 20-inch wheels and 16-inch wheels and folding, so they make life easier when negotiating gates. I'll put one on screen anyway when we get to them. Okay, so this is the side for walking. It's very nice, very pleasant really. And now we're coming up to the first bridge, which takes us over the motorway. I'll let you have a look at that. So we'll go over the motorway bridge, and then there's a railway bridge to go over on this walk, which adds a bit of interest, doesn't it, really? We'll go over the M60 here, the Manchester Orbital motorway. You can probably pick the traffic up now. Excuse me. Sorry for me breathing and me coughing, but just down to me COPD, unfortunately. And here we have a turn slight that way. I've got to keep going because Diane doesn't like the bridges, I forgot about that. You can hear the motorway there. Coming to the end of it now, and we're back on the path onto the film. Very noisy just now. You can actually branch off the path here from the canal. If you go over the bridge here, it goes up to Lum Lane, that's it. You can make your way to Droylsden along the road there then if you wish, or you can cross over it and cut across to Crow Hill through a little lane over to Crow Hill and Ashton that way. But we're heading straight on, hopefully. Well, we'll get to Droylsden and then there's a little bit of road work where we'll unfortunately have to walk on the road, only through sort of an hour's nest in it, and then we'll be on the Ashton branch of the canal, which will take us to, well, we'll join it at Fairfield Locks and take us right the way down to Ashton, Portland. Just brought it back. If you look down there, lots of dandelions out. I think you can pick them up as we move the camera around there. Bumblebees and plenty of butterflies we've seen today. So Mrs. D just in front, just catch up. There's still bits of water, but not very much. If you can see down there. Okay guys, so we've come to what we call the low bridge. Beware if you do come on your bike and you're going under there. It is lower than you anticipate. But there is a route round and over that style, so you know, if you're walking you can actually go over that way and just cross the bridge that way and come back on at the other side, but it's quite low this. From experience I know. And that's where you'd come back on. Okay, so we can carry on. Okay, so we're coming up to the first gateway, which is not a bad one. Yeah, so we've just come up to the first gate, which is quite easy to get to on your bike. This one, it's one of those that just stops the motorbikes, and a bit of a road to cross here, which is easy enough. So that's the second gateway really. There's one at the beginning as you start off. And we're across and we rejoin the path, and I think it's what you call a kissing gate. Now again, like I said, I don't have to do anything with mine. I can get into here, push it up to the other end and then round and out. But you may have to, you know, sort of lift your bike onto its back wheel and going that way if you've got a full-size mountain bike or anything. But again, the surfaces, all pretty damn good for riding a bike and certainly good for walking.
Are you stopping?
Okay, no. So we're on to the railway crossing now, which I can't really show you anything because, well, you might see the lines down there, but it's encased these days. So it's not too bad for Mrs. D this. If she can't see anything, she's usually not too bad. Should blindfold her, shouldn't I? And then we'll get across them quite easily. And it just joins the path again here. So we're okay. It's a crossroads just after the railway bridge. And the only sign I can see here, it says Snipe Retail Park, which is back where we've come from, I think, that way on. And maybe it's wrong, maybe it's up there. It's just someone's moved the sign. Let me just have a quick look at what this sign says. Clayton Vale and Sports City. Ah, right, yeah. I remember now, I've been down there, and you can get towards, it goes to what they call Clayton Vale, and then on to Sports City where the National Cycling Centre is, and the Etihad Stadium, big Asda, and a big decathlon store as well. So that's okay. Right, but we're going straight, so we'll go straight on after the railway bridge. And it takes us past the park, and unfortunately we have to go through an housing estate, so I will be turning the camera off there. Just catch Mrs. D. Okay guys, we're coming up to the, well I called it a park area, and the last gate, but again it shouldn't pose a problem whatsoever. There's no gate on it as such, so we're okay going through here. And follow the path straight on to the houses there. One more gate, which sometimes proves the most difficult unless they've taken the gate off there as well. But you can just make a slight detour and go onto the road very quickly there if you want to, and you don't have to go through the gate. Okay, so let's have a look. Hi guys, right, we're coming up to the gate as we said. Now on this one was one of those kissing gates again. A guy on a mountain bike just lifted his bike over the fence there, but because you're on the road anyway in the short while, you can come down and through this gate. There's no gate there, so you can make life easier. You could exit here and just go up that street and it'll set you to the same place. We're following this route because we're on foot and it's easier on your feet a little bit. It's no longer to go the other way actually, but we're just keeping off road as long as we can. But as we get to the end of this little section now, we will stop filming because we're just on the road for maybe 15-20 minutes walking. That's all, as we negotiate the housing estate. Okay guys, you probably can make out up in front now that we're coming into the built up area and the houses, and like I said, 15-20 minutes now we're actually going to be on the road. So I'm not going to film here, but I will put a map on so you can have a look where we do go, and when I get an opportunity I'll ride it again and record the route as well. Okay, bring your bike when we get towards the canal at the Fairfield Junction, Ashton Canal that'll be. Right, we're just off the roads again now and cutting through another little gate. You can get through with your bike, and we'll be at Fairfield Junction on the canal, the Ashton Canal that takes you down to Ashton, Portland Basin, where you can go up the Huddersfield Narrow Canal if you want from there, or up the Pick Forest Canal. going the other way, which I'll show you in a moment. We're passing the water sports centre now. I'm round and we're going to be having our lunch here anyway. Opens up nicely. Are you alright? It's not steps there. There's steps there. Or you can go on the other side there, or on these logs. Okay. Right, so we've picked a spot for our lunch, and I'll just quickly show you before we get stuck into that. Don't want to watch us eating our lunch. We're at Fairfield Junction. I don't know the bridge number. Try and see the lock number. No, can't see the lock number. Usually it's numbered, isn't it? But that way will take us to Manchester, National Cycle Centre. You'll pass Etihad Stadium all the way to Ancoats and the centre of Manchester. We look down that way, and as we go, we'll be going along that tow path round to the right and on to Ashton, but we're going to have our lunch now. Still can't see a lock number. I'll try and pick that up. Okay, suitably refreshed with it being Easter. I've had hot cross buns, how about that, and a coffee, and we're off again now. Sorry, just cover you. Just past some people, that's all, and we're on our way to Ashton Underline, on our way home now, about 2 miles, maybe 2.5 now. And no lock number, but it's Fairfield Junction. No lock number at all. Oh, lock 18 on the Ashton Canal. Geese here. It opens up and there's moorings for boats. Now, at one stage, one of the barges up there was a cafe. So, I don't know if it's still there or not. It could be. I think it's that blue one moored up over there on the left, and we've got one setting off down now. And the geese want to talk to us now. There we are. How lovely. I hope you're picking the boat up. Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. Very nice. Okay, so I'll take you off a minute, as there's people passing again, quite a few people. Even though we're probably running through the centre of Droylsden now, just look how lovely this looks. I'm being a bit careful because we've got people at the side of us coming up, but if we just turn round, it's just looking really good. Don't know if you're picking that view up, but how good's that? To say that you're running through the centre of Droylsden. Hi guys, just brought you back to give you a glimpse of the surface, and it's like this all the way along. And just to point out what we have come across, I don't know if I'll put my stick there, I'll move back because there's a shadow there, just there. They look like solar powered lights. So maybe when it goes dark that they come on. Who knows, but very pleasant and good wide path and all. So, you know, you can cycle and you should be able to do it safely without much problem. And it's like this most of the way down, to be perfectly honest with you. A lot of new property on the left hand side, over across the canal. Coming up to some barges again. Plenty of geese, as you can probably hear. Okay, we shall carry on. Just coming from a low bridge here, and you have to be a little bit careful. If you're on your bike, definitely, but don't jump up too quick with your head as you get out, else you're likely to get it knocked off with this pipe. Okay, so just a word of warning. Don't know if you're picking that up, but there's radio controlled speedboat breaking the speeds of the canal there. There it goes. We're getting towards Portland Basin now, and looks like we're at, shall we say, boat fishers, sorry, fitters, or barge fitters, shall we say. It looks like a repair shop anyway, where they come to get themselves sorted out. Very nice, some nice barges here. And there we have one. Christine A. Barrow from Upper Mill, Saddleworth. If you can make it out. So that's come down the Huddersfield Narrow Canal and made its way down here onto the Ashton Canal. And we're heading down towards Portland Basin now. There's Mrs. D. I hope you can pick these up. We're just going under another bridge. And look at the pigeons roosting on the, I suppose, balustrade or some sort of support that's supporting the brickwork. There you go. And we're being greeted by a goose now because we're taking the attention. Again, we're coming up to Portland Basin now, and as we're going along, so getting towards, I suppose, central Ashton Underline now, and the industrialised area, but still very pleasant. Still, the path, very good, very nice. It's that springy stuff. So, to walk and to ride, and we've still got those lighting things. I think they're solar powered, so I don't know. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me. Coming up towards Portland, getting ever closer towards Portland Basin now, and nice pretty bridge there, which we call the Red Bridge, and always know we're getting to our destination when we pass under that one, when we come this way around. So we have it, we've made Portland Basin, and we'll be going over the bridge there. And if you look at the sign, I don't know if you can make that out, but Marple is 8 mile, that will be our next trek I think. Wall Bridge 14 and Macclesfield 19. The 19 mile one, that's going to be the bike I think. But you'd go up this one round here and just get round and follow it round, and it's telling you here, welcome to the Peak Forest Canal. Anyway, let's get over this bridge. Over there, the Bridge View Cafe, so you can get over this bridge, and then there's another bridge just up there. And there's a very interesting museum housed in there, so well worth a visit. And I don't even think they charge you to go in, just donations. So there we have it. Okay, over the cobble bridge. There's Mrs. D on the other side now, and we're just going to go straight down. We went that way, that's the way to Marple, Whalley, and eventually Macclesfield. But we'll go straight down the canal, we'll hit the road, and across the road is Asda, where we can get the toilets. And I'm going to end the video here. Well guys, what a great walk that was 12.17 kilometres. In all money, that's approximately 7.5 miles. So very good, really, on mileage. And the great thing is, it's flat. We can say 98% of it is just flat walking and all good paths. It's a shame there's a bit of road work as you leave the Hollingwood Canal to hit the Ashton Canal at Fairfield Junction, but other than that, it's fine. Anyhow, we made our way off the canal at Ashton from Portland Basin into Asda, used the toilets, and then made our way to Ashton bus station and got the bus back home. I'd had enough by then, to be honest, and there's no fun walking through Ashton and up Ashton Road and things like that. Okay, so yeah, recommend it. Good little route that. It made it circular with catching the bus back home. Okay, so remember, get yourself out. Good for the old cabbage. Happy walking, happy pedalling, and have a great Easter. God bless.